welcome to Fifth Dimension. So for today's reading, I'm going to be looking into what blessings you have coming for you. So I am going to be putting an image overlay of the 4 decks I will be using for the piles. For pile number 1, I'm going to be using Milky Quartz as the main energy. Pile 2 is going to be Labradorite. Pile 3 will be Rose Quartz. And pile 4 will be Clear Quartz. As always, choose whichever you feel most guided to, and if that's more than one, I would trust that. Really quick before you head off to your pile, I am open for personal readings. If that's something that you're interested in, just email me. You can find that in the description box. I'll see you at your reading, loves. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose this Milky Quartz, then you're at the right place. So let's go ahead and take a look at the main, I guess like the category, the main category that this blessing will be in regards to your life. 4 cards and they all opened up. I'm going to take them. Pile number 1, you're going to get me started on all of these. I was supposed to get a main energy. So we have 3rd chakra, which is solar plexus energy. This is card 37. We have card 39, the 5th chakra. So this would be communication, confidence. Card number 30, the garden and the gate. And we have card 43, man holding a coin. So it feels like something that you have been waiting on, pile number 1, okay? I'll just say that to get started with. Let's go ahead and get Immunology. Give me your juju. For the main energy of blessings. Step out of your comfort zone. This is North Node. So being guided to push past fears. I made that face because I've been trying to record this reading for maybe like 2 hours because my ego is in the way, because I'm looking at a selfie, because I can see myself and I'm judging. I can't. I prefer doing none, but I do what I'm being guided, even if it's stepping out of my comfort zone, pile number 1, okay? So I feel like you're doing the same. I feel like you are sort of seeing a response, like having had already some experience in taking some sort of actions or voiced some sort of interest, or why am I getting interest? Hold on, let me get more cards. What blessings does pile number 1 have coming? We're not going to do that. No. Now y'all can see my face, unfortunately, so I have to, like, you know. 1 card, please, pile number 1. Let's not be overwhelming me on my debut of my ego. There we go. Thank you. The Rose's Kiss. So this is going to confirm to me what I thought, that this was potentially going to be a love reading. With this man holding a giant coin, pile number 1, of course you had to be a love reading. So, what else was I going to pull? Let me just get tarot. Okay. So this is the... I'm going to pause because of the frog throat. So pile number 1, I paused at 333 on the timestamp. I think a big theme of a blessings are you taking certain actions that are out of your comfort zone, but that you're being guided to do. But there's really like movement that you start to see when you trust this guidance, okay? We have strength. That's going to confirm that with me, and it also connects with the solar plexus. we have the Four of Swords. So that's that, like, stalled, like, sort of taking your time. It's going to connect with this energy, actually. With the Garden of the Gate, it's sort of like stalled and waiting for something. That's sort of what I was feeling in the beginning, like that you have been waiting on something. But there are actually a lot of threes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 threes here in your reading, plus the 3, 3, 3. I really think there's going to be something significant when it comes to starting to see movement, okay? I just realized it looked like I was probably, like, you know, being rude, but I wasn't. The Hierophant. So this feels like, if it's not romanticism, taking movement into more of a committed state or place or title for some of you, then this is going to be about career. I can see it being something like getting like a promotion, a bonus, a stipend, I'm hearing. Something like that. 6 of Cups. A lot of you are really going to come into the energy of what you feel is a blessing, because you start to feel like your romantic life sort of like blossom. I'm really getting that you beginning to embrace confidence a little bit more, because it feels like you're being more expressive, and that would be confirmed with the 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝘀𝗵. What's his name? Archangel Gabriel. The throat chakra angel, apparently. But it's just sort of like expression, right? Like not holding back. Like although it is, the throat chakra is about communication, it's also about truth. So I feel like you're just being more expressive in a very real way that's true to who you are. In some cases, stepping out of your comfort zone. And I really feel like that is bringing in blessings for you, because I feel like there's been some sort of stagnation, especially if this has been like some sort of connection that you're in, that you're taking a break from, or sort of just like not really putting a lot of, or haven't been putting a lot of energy, or, you know, whatever that is. Okay, so what specific blessings can we expect in regard to this connection? We have the Queen of Cups. Eek! Oh, and the 3 of Cups flipped over accidentally. So a lot of water energy. It just feels like the seed was planted a while ago, or some seeds were planted a while ago. I feel like this is a very specific, but I feel like some energies in there that are just like dating around. And so this is really just saying, like, for those of you that are just like not zoned in on a specific person, or aren't in any connection of any sort, I feel like it's just opportunities. You being more bold, you being more confident, you being more expressive, maybe in putting yourself out there, stepping out of your comfort zone, is sort of bringing in opportunity after like what you would feel is like a drought. After a period of drought, the rain comes in. Okay. And then there's the other group of you that I feel like have a person attached to this energy. So for those of you that have a specific person attached to this energy, and there's like a sprinkle of some of you that this is going to be career, but strongly focused. For career, it's just moving to a place of leveling up, or feeling more stable, more secure, bringing in a little bit more of a flow, or just feeling more nurtured or appreciated there, okay? I'm all over the place with this reading, but yes. For those of you, I feel the most dominant chunk is a person that you have attached to this that seeds were planted but not necessarily watered, but they never lost their potential. And I feel like certain steps that are currently being taken, I feel on your part, but the Six of Cups is like reciprocal energy, so necessarily this would have to be like on both parts. That both of you are taking sort of like more bolder steps, more confident steps towards like, you know, like getting some movement, getting some stability in the connection is what I'm feeling. What else? Ten of Pentacles. So you're getting the Ten of Pentacles. You're getting the Queen of Cups. So relationship or connection. I'm going to say relationship because that's the strong word that came through. A relationship is established very clearly. If it's not like an established relationship, it's the blessing for you is that it will become very near, in the very near, you know what I mean, divine timing. But it's the next blessing that you will receive is having this connection be more stable, having it, for some of you, I keep hearing that word title. So some of you want a title and you're going to be getting that. That'll be a blessing. For others of you, you just want to start to nurture the connection, and I feel like that's going to start happening for you too. But yeah, it feels like blossoming, but this feels like your energy, but also like the energy of the connection as well. So maybe it's like a ripple effect. Ten of Pentacles being like complete fulfillment. This is when they say like, what do you envision for your dream life, right? That's what the Ten of Pentacles is. So like the standard is like having a home that belongs to you, food in your fridge, a roof over your head, clothes on your back, if you have a partner, and the children, the pets if it's not children, the 2-car garage. That's having it all, okay? Having summer vacations, having Christmas with family, like, you know, like a picture perfect ideal of whatever that is for you, because that's just like, you know, the standard. That's a what's it called, like a traditional idea of what having it all is. Oh, I forgot to mention the career, right? I just mentioned like the comfort part, because that's what this feels. It feels like moving to a place of comfort, of stability, of feeling like I'm safe, of feeling like I know where this is headed is sort of what I'm getting. Yeah, let me get another one of these oracles, and then I will pull some advice and we'll close you off. Body and Soul card number 5. This is giving me the same thing. Like just really coming to a place of pushing through. Yeah, with the Strength card here, I feel like there was definitely a time when, I don't know how long it's going to be long. It's going to be long. It's going, for some of you, it's been long. I was going to say that I don't know how long this connection has been stalled, or I don't know, like, right, obviously, because it's going to be different for everybody, but I do feel like it's had some challenge, for sure. This is having the strength to, like, trust, having the strength to step out of the comfort zone, having the strength to take a risk is what I'm hearing. Okay? So yeah, this feels good. This feels like more home life than anything. But like in relationships. Let me get you some advice. in regards to this specific blessing. It's funny that I can see what's behind there now. What advice is there for pile number 1? This is so awkward seeing myself. I don't like this. Oracle, wait for important information. I feel like there is a place of stall. Maybe that's where you're currently in. The Four of Swords, this waiting for guidance, it's the same thing. It's sort of like feeling like you've already exhausted your energy into going in there, planting the seeds, you know, like making sure there's no weeds, making sure there's like an irrigation canals so that the right flow of water can get to those seeds. You know, covering them up if there's like a winter freeze coming. Like, you did your part to plant and to protect the seeds. And so now it's like letting it go and allowing the rest of the energies involved. So whether that be this other person or just in general, like for things to happen in flow, right? So I think that's what's happening for you. It's really just you really trusting the guidance. Like I said in the very beginning, trusting the guidance regardless of whether it's comfortable or not. But it's really paying off for you. I do not see anything bad here at all. Well, no, I was going to say no poop, right? This is a reading intended for what the blessings are, not the bad shit. All right, so that's what I got for you, pile number 1. If this did resonate, please do me a favor by clicking subscribe, liking, commenting if you feel comfortable doing so. If you are interested in booking a personal reading, that would be like similar to this, longer. So it'll be full in depth. It'll be depth. It'll be personal to you and whatever direction you want to take with the reading. So most people reach out for either love connections or more specifically spiritual guidance is what I get booked for. So it'll be about a 30-minute personal. Plus, I always do like a meditation in the beginning where I'll do notes. It's like me introducing myself to your energy, and I will give you all the notes and fully detailed impressions that I get during that meditation when I connect to your energy. So that's literally like a reading before I even pull out any cards in itself, and that one is usually like the main chunk, and it'll set the theme for the reading because I learn basically everything I need to know from that beginning meditation. So like I said, if that's something you're interested in, reach out to me through email. You can find that in the description box. Until we fight again, loves. Hi, pile number 2. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this Labradorite crystal, then you're at the right pile. So, nice to meet you. My pile 2 collective. I came out of my cave. Well, I'm in my cave. I'm in my cave. But coming out of my cave, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and see what the overall energy for what area this blessing is coming in for. I saw the door to value. That's exactly where I need my blessings. I need that giant red wooden door to open up and for money to come gushing through. Oh, is this backwards? No, stop it. Financial constraints and then the door to value. That's exactly what I need. I need relief from financial constraints. So if you're watching this, book a personal reading to help make that happen. So money, strong focus. Oh, this just took a downhill turn real quick. Woman holding a heart. I thought we were about to get like a financial reading over here. I was going to be like, ooh, that'll be a first for me, right? But Women holding a heart. Okay. So, let me get comfortable for this. Pile number 2. What else? What else? I feel like there's one more. There it is. 2 of Potions. That's the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck over here. So strategizing. You're laying out a plan. You're rough drafting. Who did I do a reading for? I did a reading for somebody that I felt that was strongly like emphasized. It's just like rough drafting. Like really sitting there, because you know, we usually like put like a broad idea of what an ideal happy life would be for ourselves. But, well, if you're anything like me, maybe you do. Maybe you sit there and like write out lists and plans. But I don't, okay? So, but I'm starting to. And I feel like that's what you're doing too. I feel like it's really like down to like, okay, there's one thing about like trusting guidance, and there's another thing about trusting guidance and planning things out as far as what it is that you are trying to manifest. Pile number 2, and I think that your hard work is about to pay off. Work through your fears. What is this, Scorpio? Yeah. New moon in Scorpio energy. So I feel like that connects with the financial constraints, but it could also connect with your heart. So we'll see. Can we not? 3 flipped over, so I'm going to take those. But let's not make it a habit. Pile number 2. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. That's working through your fears, having some confidence. This is going to connect to pile number 1. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah. That's exactly what pile number 1 got. And then we have look at the bigger picture. So, oh, that's full moon in Sagittarius, if I didn't say that. Really, I just realized that you have mirrors. Not only are these card-like opposites, but they're also mirrored numbers. So 31 and 13. And that seems significant for me because I feel like a switch. Sorry, I feel weird that you're watching me while I'm interpreting. Don't do that, pile number 2. Don't look at me. LOL, Christina Aguilera. The beginning of that song. This feels like something that just switches. Normally, it feels like a gradual, like a blessing, feels like something, like pile number 1, it felt like there was actions being put, and then like gradually over time, there was a shift. This feels like not a gradual shift, like something that just like, whatever that is. Let's find out what that is. Because I like that. If only it were that easy to just flip a switch, right? And then just get your manifestations, like boom. A higher view, card 41. What else said something like that? Look at the bigger picture. This is the same thing. Look at the bigger picture, and a higher view is about having a broader perspective. So for example, if financial constraint is like something that you've been experiencing that is like very heavy in your energy, I can resonate with that. Where was I going with that? Oh, being in it and being like, well, I have this to pay, I have that to pay, how much to, working the numbers and getting stuck in all the dense energy of it versus not doing that, okay? Versus seeing that like actions that you're taking now are are seeds planted of money that's gonna be there for you in, I don't know, I can't find words, in the future, in coming, like having, like I feel like you have things in motion that are potential to bring in money flow. That's what it is. I just solved the puzzle. You have things in motion as far as for flow to come in. Like, let's say you go and you settle an area. Look at me going back to my history background. Me acting like I have them. Okay, I'll stop. If you're going to settle like some land that's like off in the middle of nowhere that doesn't have like the resources, let's say desert, okay? So then clearly you got to find like where the nearest river is and sort of like dig your canals in order to bring flow of water in order to survive. So that's where this is bringing me back to the money. I feel like you've already no, we're not doing that. Okay, I was like, we're not doing frog throat. I feel like basically you've got the majority of the path like laid out. So it's just a matter of like needing enough rain so that the river rises enough to like the water to flow through. It just hasn't happened yet, but the avenues are there, if that makes sense. That's why it feels like it's sudden. Versus starting from scratch, it just feels like the avenues are already there, so therefore this river is just going to fill and the red door is going to open. That's what it feels like. So for those of you who have like small businesses, those of you who are like freelance, those of you who have been outsourcing, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. But for those of you who are doing that, it's going to start bringing in flow all of a sudden. That is a blessing that's going to start to happen for you, is all of a sudden these like rivers are going to fill and you'll start to have a flow come through in these avenues that you've already like sort of prepared for money to flow through. For example, me, like I set up my website. Ooh, that's actually the perfect example. Why didn't I think of that? Well, I did, right? I've had my website set up since like August, September, October of last year. And I've like, I hate it. I'm just going to say, it's not my thing. But I've like messed with it. I've like, you know, I took one, there was even one time where I like took forever to make sure, like I tried to get the photos of the products and everything. Anyways, long story short, I'm going way too off. I put the website, I gave the energy, the effort to set it up, tried to push it, but nobody was purchasing off of the actual website. Like I was doing sales off of like the little out festivals that I was doing. I was making sales off of like DM, like when I would post the stuff that I was making or whatever, I would get like people purchase through DM, so they weren't actually purchasing through the actual website. But it's an avenue. It's something that I placed there for a potential, you know, of money to come through. And so all of a sudden, a few days ago, I got an email just that money came through. And I was like, free money. Just kidding. It came from the website. So I sort of like had given up on the website, and I was already thinking like, what am I even doing? I just want to abandon it altogether. If you've been one of my subscribers, I've been pushing my products through the intro because I have a better potential of selling that way versus the website. The website has not made me any sales until now. So I'm sorry I took 1 million years to explain that to you, but that is a perfect example of avenues that you've dug out for yourself that you're just like, that ever brought me money, you know, but then all of a sudden it is. Just like me when I was like, I saw PayPal money came in, which is a whole nother thing with PayPal. I'm not a fan right now, just saying. But that's going to happen for you. Things that you've like, no, we're not taking all of those. Pile number 2, we're not doing it. You thought you could get slick, but no. The Power of Purpose, card number 18. I feel like within these blessings coming in, I feel like you're going to be able to embrace your purpose more fully. Whatever that is for you that you've been pursuing as a means of supporting yourself, okay? I feel like that's really going to shift for you as well. And it's going to start to come in just like you're going to get little... I almost knocked you over. You are going to start to really flourish. Is that the word? All right. So finally getting to the tarot at almost 13 minutes because I love to ramble. Okay, it sounded like it was like 7 cards. It's 3. I'm being dramatic. We have the King of Needles, which is the King of Swords. We have the King of Potions, which is the King of Cups. And we have card number 2, the High Priestess. Plus, remember, we had 2 of Potions at the bottom of the deck. So, clearly, I was trying to ignore the fact that Woman Holding a Heart came out. But the tarot deck does not want me to ignore the fact. So, I'm not going to ignore it. All right. That was as far as money. Blessings coming in for you as far as money. Things are going to start to flow for you. Pile number 2. Like that. Just like me. Alright. Woman Holding a Heart and Strategy. Does this connect? Maybe. Sometimes blockages in one aspect of our life, whether we realize it or not, affects. You know what I mean? So, like the flow. And I think that something in this, like, financial constraint, as it starts to, like, unblock itself, will allow for something in regards to... My elbow just farted. It's not me. In regards to love, because this is clearly coming out. Because you have the King of Swords, which is, you know, something flowing in. We have the High Priestess, which is this soul intuitive connection, but it's also like the trust. The trust when it comes to manifestations, the trust in receiving and worthiness of receiving blessings. And I feel like you're really putting your energy in the right environment for these blessings to come through, because King of Needles, King of Potions. Let's see what else we get. Okay. But that's the King of Cups. We have the 2 of Candles, which is the 2 of Wands. Clarify that for me, please. Okay. It was pause. Pause button. I don't like that I can see myself. I really hate this so bad. It's throwing off my flow. Card 17. Literally every reading that I've been doing, if you've been watching, you know that 17 has been following me. And I've been getting them in every reading that I do. Everyone. Knight of Presents, that would be the Knight of Pentacles. So that's going to connect with this like stalled energy. There's slow. Okay, this does feel gradual. The money stuff feels instant. The love stuff, not instant. But it feels like a blessing with the star coming out. Star, King of Cups. What is going on with this blessing? Please be very, very clear. Five of Candles. There was stalled because it was like a conflict of interest. What does that mean? That's not my word. Conflict of interest. What does that mean? I know what it means, but I can't think of it right now. Conflict of interest means something that gets in the way of. Why is this coming up in a reading about blessings? Why do I need to understand why there was stalled energy there? Conflict of interest. Okay, the better way of asking that was clarify this energy, please. Clarify this energy for me. Okay, what do I need to know? I'm going to call them out, but I will decide after if I'm keeping them. We have the Four of Candles, which is the Four of Wands. We have the Knight of Candles, which is the Knight of Wands. We have the Page of Candles, which is the Page of Wands. Y'all are going to get me all sweaty all of a sudden with all of this. The Moon card, that connects to the stalled energy, conflict of interest. Why is that coming up? Page of Potions is the Page of Cups. Sorry, I didn't show it. Five of Needles is the Five of Swords. Deceptive energy and the conflict of interest. Okay, somebody's story is unfolding right before my eyes. The Magician and the Hierophant. Okay. I can't. Okay, sorry. This whole, like, on camera, it was not my idea, I swear. I don't even know if I'm going to post this because I'm going to be so in my head about it. The Hierophant and the Magician coming in. Somebody's story is becoming clear. For some of you whose connection with a specific person, this is not a general idea, this is a specific person. For some of you connecting with a specific person, there's been like sort of stalled energy in the connection with the Two of Wands. Sort of like not having a sense of clarity. That was sort of like putting a stall because I feel like you couldn't make any moves, this other person couldn't make any moves, and both of you just sort of like stayed in a state of confusion as to, I feel like what you wanted. Like, I'm trying to pull, there's mixed energy coming in. It sort of feels like you were unsure of what you wanted from this, but you were also unsure what this other person wanted from this, but there wasn't enough effort made really to like either receive clarity or offer clarity, take that. It could be either or, however that resonates. So it just sort of like became like confusion. Confusion that wasn't moving forward, if that makes sense. So for whatever reason, the tarot cards want to clarify to me why this happened, or why this stalled energy, like why there wasn't any clarity, why there was like fogginess surrounding the connection. And so what I'm feeling is that this person was deliberately, specifically in a place of like conflict when it comes to, let me get one more card. I want to see if this is third party. Conflict of interest when it comes to being clear with what they wanted, but then also being clear with what they wanted with you, if that makes sense. It was on purpose. There was a reason. And I'm going to just check really quick if it's third party. We have the Four of Potions. Okay. So this is like fear of rejection. Both of you not wanting to express emotions. Clarify that for me. Is that the conflict of interest? Is not wanting to be rejected? That's going to change. I feel it strongly. That's going to change. Seven of Needles. Seven of Needles is the Seven of Swords, which is the same thing. But I need confirmation. It's the same thing as far as like the Five of Needles, and as this person wasn't being their real self, or it could be you. It could be you who was just not like being upfront, being clear, or just both of you, to be honest, because it feels heavy in the energy. Contributing to the stalled. Okay. Nine of Wands. Okay. I'm so frustrated with this reading right now because I don't want to be doing this on camera, because it's confusing, it's complicated, and you're watching my confused little face. Nine of Wands feels like this has sort of dragged on in this confusing sort of way, as long as it could have potentially dragged on in that way, and now it's time for the new start. We have the Ace of Candles, fire energy. We have the Ace of Potions, water energy. Both are new start. The Magician was also the new start. Where's he at? I know I saw him. Yeah, he's here. Oh, she's here. All that is 111 energy, okay? So I feel like it ran its course in being a big confusing mess, but all of a sudden I feel like it's gradually, remember this is not going to be sudden like the money flowing in. It's gradually going to pick the pace. Why? Because of a lot of fire. I'm going to say this is reciprocal. There's a lot of fire in here. But there's also like depth of like emotional connection here. We have one, no, why am I picking up that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards of all of this fire within the connection. So because of all this fire within the connection between the two of you, I feel like it's just like there's no like holding back all of that passion. Look at this werewolf. He's hungry. Oh, there's a song called that, right? Like hungry like the wolf. Something like that. Yeah. This person's hungry like the wolf. Or you're hungry like the wolf. Something like that. But y'all are hungry. It's time to eat. That's too much. Alright. I had to stretch my leg for that. I don't know if you saw that. I would have like a crisscross applesauce. I need to lean back. I'm just kidding. Alright, what advice do we have for pile number 2? I already felt that that was going to be a big old chunk. Don't you do it, pile number 2. Just one card. Hermit, retreat and recharge. I don't know where this is playing in as advice, because I feel like have you been overwhelming yourself? Pile number 2. I'm going to get one more. If you've been feeling tired, you need to rest, okay? One more for pile number 2, please. I'm over this camera being on my face. Stop it. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Take those however they resonate only. I felt like once we got into like the other aspect of it, I just like, I lost all sense of myself, okay? Regardless, there's shifts happening for you, pile number 2, in which you are going to see money flow through, but you're also going to see like steady growth when it comes to connection. I don't feel like if you're not in any specific connection with a specific person, then I don't feel like that aspect's going to resonate with you, because I felt like that's somebody's story directly. So, alright, sorry about that, pile number 2. I spazzed out. I don't know how I'm going to continue recording these. I'm getting really in my head. Why do I have to listen to what my spirit guides tell me to do? Why do I need to show my silly little human face in a tarot? I'm getting pushed out of my comfort zone. That's what it is. I tell you. My commitment is being tested. Okay. Alright, pile number 2. I was going to pull... I do want to pull something else, because I feel like I really spazzed out and I ruined your whole entire freaking reading. Okay, so let's try to get main energies in regards to any romantic interests. What blessings can we expect to receive for pile number 2? We have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. And honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So, was this the pile that I said that you were going to have like opportunities? If not, regardless, okay? If you're single and ready to mingle, now's the time to flirt and extend your energy to others. If you're the pile or the person who is resonating with that story about things starting to like pick the pace, then this is your message. Honeymoon. Enjoy blissful time together. I feel like you're going to have more one-on-one. That's not the word. Quality time. Getting to know each other, but having fun doing it at the same time. And that applies for both situations. So once again, I apologize for spazzing out. This is out of my comfort zone. Like this, like looking and like, okay, I can do that. But like doing a reading with my face being shown for YouTube, I don't like that. Alright, but anyways, if this resonated with you, pile number 2, please do me a favor of clicking all the things that I need you to click for me to help this channel grow. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading, email me. You can find it in the... You can find it in the description box, as well as it's in my cute little intro. So reach out to me, we'll set it up, it'll be fun, you won't regret it. Nobody has so far. Everybody's giving me rave reviews. Until we vibe again, loves. Hi, pile number 3. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this rose quartz, then you're at the right place. So let's go ahead and take a look at the main area of your life that you'll be receiving this blessing. What? I didn't even have to ask the full question. Adjacent possibilities. Indecision. I don't like this. Please be clear. Pile number 3. What the hell is going on? I don't know. This is supposed to be about a blessing. So let me get one more. Why did deceit come out? Indecision, adjacent possibilities, deceit, the temple path. Again, who is this that it's connecting with? Not being able. Is this connecting with pile number 2? The blessing is if you've been conflicted, if you've been unsure, uncertain, like sort of in some cloudiness when it comes to making some sort of decision that's very important to you, the blessing is that things are going to become clear to you all of a sudden. For some of you, this is going to be specifically involved with some sort of information that was not made clear to you, or some information that was just straight outright not given to you. With the deceit card coming out, it feels like it contributed to the sort of fogginess and the uncertainty, the lack of clarity and being able to take certain actions, make certain decisions based off of some information or something that was not being shown to you or given to you or made aware to you. The blessing is that that's going to happen now. So things will be made clear to you and you will have like a clear sense of direction as to either what you want or where you're headed. Take that however it resonates, okay? Let's get some moon and oracle energies. That was fast. Pile number 3. That was fast also. Thank you. Alright, so we have a time for healing. Adjustments are required. Okay. Is this going to be a sad one? There better not be a sad one when I'm on camera, because I'm not trying to cry. We have card 22, Tender Embrace, and we have card 35, A Tall Tale. So this came out in the last reading that I posted, so you may be similar energies. You'll know if you saw this ugly little card. Just kidding. I just don't like the energy of it, right? So a tall tale is sort of like this illusion that you've been fed, and that is going to connect with whatever was contributing to having some sort of fogginess. So once again, this is supposed to be a reading about what your blessings are, but for whatever reason, the storyline is being painted out to me. It feels like some sense of connection is very important when it comes to this. This could be like self-nurturing as well. 2 is just the energy, the vibration of like love and nurturing, okay? So with Tender Embrace, I'm sort of getting like nurturing self. Wait, no, this is supposed to be sort of blessings. Somebody coming in to offer assistance. Okay, let's just pull the tarot, because What blessings does pile number 3 have coming in for that? The 5 of freaking cups came out. So some heavy energy in this pile. I was already feeling it. Alright, we got a good amount of cards. We have the 2 of Wands. Can you see the card? We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Wands. What else? 5 of Cups. This is the one that I mentioned seeing. And Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is going to involve your money, okay? So having some confusion, having some lack of clarity of direction to take in regards to building like a solid path for you in regards to being financially abundant, okay? That message will connect as well as far as like in regards to either like your job, your career, your coworkers, your environment, having some sort of outside energies like affecting your ability to see things from a clear perspective. So that could be like people like ears, you know what, ears, voices in your ears, as they say, where people are like overly like offering their opinion, and in a way that's not just like, oh, well, in my opinion this would be that. Not like that, like in the way that they're offering their opinion, in a way that they're trying to like sort of convince you to feel or have the same opinion as them. So it feels like that sort of that was clouding your ability to make a solid decision for yourself or see things clearly in some way, if that's with career, because I feel like that's going to be shifting for you. With we had the 5 of Cups, so that's like something that contributed to some sort of a loss. Why am I connecting that? That's not Pentacles. I'm just going to go with it, okay? Because that's what it came out. I don't know why I was connecting this with money. It's the 5 of Cups. Maybe it is, okay? So having some sort of financial loss that was due to outside influence or lack of information, lack of knowledge, something like that, okay? For others of you, this is, do we have to bring love into the situation? I think we do. I think we do, because we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is somebody wanting to come forward. But it could be money also, because in this specific deck, he's there, but he's got money. So it could be potentially an offer being made in regards to collaborating, in regards to just some sort of financial opportunity. Take that however it resonates. For some of you, you're having somebody swoop in to help and assist with healing, because this is the pain, this is the emphasis on needing some healing, and then we have tender embrace coming in, which could be the Knight of Pentacles energy. Okay? So, what do I want to pull for this? The blessing is what? Just some clarity? What is the blessing here? This is supposed to be a reading about blessings. I feel like it is clarity, because we do have the 8 of 8. Did I say 8? Yeah, it's the 8 of Wands. So it's giving me like lighting things up, illuminating something, making something known. 8 of Pentacles also, and the 4 of Cups. Now I'm all confused again. No. The Four of Cups is connected to the healing. He's literally there in therapy, trying to do some healing. So I feel like for a lot of you, somebody's coming in. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a love connection that's assisting with healing. For some of you, it's just going to be some sort of help, some sort of assistance that's going to guide you in the direction of your healing, okay? It's like you're feeling like very in the darkness, and there's just some like light assisting you and guiding you out of that darkness to a path of healing. That's going to be the blessing that's coming for you. There is a lot of dark energy in this pile, and that doesn't surprise me now that I'm thinking about it. So when I chose this deck to use it for the second pile, I was like, but that one's a little dark. But I was like, here goes my wrist. I felt guided to use it regardless. Okay, so the message being, if you've been feeling what feels like heavy, dense, stressful, confused, lost, depressed, I'm going to connect it with that word. So sorry if that's a trigger for some of you, but if you've been feeling those types of really dense, dark feelings, the blessing is that there's a guiding light. And for some of you, I feel like it can be multiple, maybe like one that sort of like leads to other avenues of healing. But it's like a start, like the path being starting to lay itself out, starting to make itself known, guiding you in the direction of your own personal healing, which I feel is very, very necessary. I feel like it's been stalled. It's been stalled, and it's time now. With this clarifying that it's time, okay? Pile number 3, if you've not worked on your healing, it's time to do it now. It's going to be a blessing for you. It really is, okay? So trust the guidance as it comes through. I don't know why I feel like there might be some resistance to it, but in case there is some resistance in you to healing or any opportunities for healing, even though I feel like for some of you it might be unconventional. I'm hearing Reiki for some of you, but to trust it, okay? As far as this other area of like fogginess in your life with these little deceitfuls, both of these cards indicate lies. So for those of you who outright have deceit energy or have been feeling as if you are being deceived, having that energy like in general, experience it in some sort of way in your life, that's going to clear up as well. Sort of the guiding light, was that not a novella? I think that was like a daytime novella. But the guiding light is coming up, okay? So the guiding light is leading you towards clarity, but also leading you towards healing, and that is a blessing for you, pile number 3, okay? I'm going to pull you some advice really quick before I close off, and we have ignite your passions. Again with the light. He's holding the light. It's fire energy. Ignite your passions. So maybe that's going to be part of the avenue of healing for you, is really like re-sparking things that were like sort of diffused. Is that diffused? Diffuse is the word I'm hearing. What's at the bottom? Choose your path, direction, guardian. Yes, I said that the path you may be feeling lost, like unsure of, like having a sense of direction. That's going to clear up for you. You're going to feel a strong pull in a specific direction, and you're going to feel like that's where I'm meant to go. That's what decision I'm meant to make, if that makes sense, okay? With this card here. So just fogginess, sadness starting to clear up. There will be guidance offered to you, pile number 3. Please do not resist the guidance. That's going to be for a specific few of you. that's what I got for you, pile number 3. If this did resonate, please let me know how in the comments. Like, ding the bell, subscribe. I forgot. How did I forget that one? That's the most important one, right? Help my channel. Please. Don't you see I need the help? Help my channel grow, please. If you're not, I feel like you're already one of my subscribers. Never mind. What am I saying? YouTube hasn't even been pushing my videos to new people anymore. But if you're new and this is your first time and you listen to all of the reading for pile number 3 and it resonated with you, subscribe now. All serious. Alright, that's what I got for you.
Letty, here is a reminder.
I forgot that I had put something in the oven. I was going to say, until we vibe again, pile number 3. Hi, pile number 4. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this clear quartz, then you're at the right place. So let's go ahead and pull your main energy. Not main energy. Sort of like, just trust me. I can't find the words apparently. Root chakra is the energy in which your blessing is coming. So your groundedness, your stability, your sense of security in something that you've been feeling has been not stable. Tell me more about this blessing for pile number 4. Contract. Card number 6, contract. This feels like solidifying something, solidifying stability, closing contracts. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Oh, we have the thinking woman. What else? Clarify the thinking woman. How is this part of the blessing? Attachment. Card number 5, attachment. You're going to give me a run for my money, aren't you? I've already been doing this reading forever because I'm so in my head. Adjacent possibilities. Finding a new direction. I feel like you're finding your way out of something that made you feel stuck. What's that? Something that made you feel, yeah, I don't know, held back, stuck. It's the same thing. Something, yeah, I'm just going to keep repeating myself. So, finding a way to release, and this may be something like legally because of the contract. Remember I said like closing out contracts. So releasing something that was sort of holding you back, a lease. Maybe for some of you that's an actual like lease that was holding you back from something. And sort of like finding a new way. So like being able to move away from something that was restricting in some sense and being able to like find a different avenue towards some sort of stability. So, do we need any more energy cards? What's up? My dog Chloe's over there. 3rd chakra archangel. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. This is about taking initiative. Taking initiative in finding a different avenue towards whatever the blessing is, I'm assuming. How does this connect to a blessing? Great and Fool, card number 4. Card number 21, Exposed and Revealed. I'm just going to get the rest of the cards, okay, before I continue, because this one's pile number 4. I thought I was finally going to be like, I think pile number 3 was the easiest read. I was not, I'm not going to take this little chunk, okay, but I'm going to take whatever else is there. I was going to say that pile number 3 was the first one that was not in my head. I'm kind of in my head right now. Just kidding. All right, it's time to take action. That's what I said. I feel like you're taking initiative or feeling inspired to take initiative in a new direction after releasing whatever attachment might have been holding you back. Something like that. A win-win outcome is forecast with full moon in Libra. Again, we're getting the scales. Something coming back to balance. Whereas I feel like this is your power. I feel like your power was restricted. You were giving your power away in some sort of sense. And all of a sudden that's coming into balance, which allows you to take initiative in a new direction is what I'm getting. Work through your fears and luck is on your side. You have a lot of new moon energy here, okay? So this is like, especially with the work through your fears here, this is like strong desire but no action, but yet, where's the action? Where's the action? Pile number 4, where is the action? Oh, you have guidance. You have guidance to take action. I'm like, where's the energy of taking action? I feel like there's a buildup. I feel like you're in the buildup in order to take some sort of action that is bringing up like fears that you need to work through in order to do so. However, if there is fear involved, which I feel like there is, for some of you, this might be revealing something, exposing something. Kind of like me right now, exposing myself. There's fear involved with whatever it is that you... hold on. I may have to pause. Why didn't I just do that in the beginning? I was so in my head trying to do these readings without being awkward. Let me get the tarot and then I'm going to pause because I do feel like there's some stuff going on with you. Please give me the information I need to know about pile number 4, blessings. What do we need to know about? Okay. Alright. Let me show you what everything is, and then I'm going to pause to interpret. Okay, yeah, I was right. We have the 9 of Wands. Feeling defensive or feeling the need to be on guard, feeling the need to, or like lack of trust, not feeling safe, okay? Then we have the 7 of Cups. That's sort of like the vibe of adjacent possibilities, like having a lot of potential possibilities, but not really being sure as to which specific one to take. Something like that. We have the King of Wands, we have the Page of Wands, we have the Page of Swords. I'm still not getting it, but King of Wands. Wanting to be free. Okay, yeah, let me pause. guilty. As soon as I click pause, instead of like getting to work, I went straight to taking a bite out of a pizza that I had just taken out of the oven. Whatever. You don't know how long I've been here, pile number 4. I feel like pile 1 got the like super nervous, really anxious, trying to be like really put together. Pile number 1, that's what they got out of me. Pile 2 got like super ultra mega anxious, very aware of my reflection in this phone. That's the version they got. Pile 3 was just like, alright, I'm tired. I don't give a fuck anymore. Just be more myself. And I feel like pile 4, you're just getting like full me. I just want to finish at this point. I've been here a while. And I feel like I'm just going to be very straight up with you, pile number 4. I feel like the blessing that's coming, you're not going to like this. The blessing that's happening for you is that the universe is sort of giving you like a swift kick into action. I was going to say swift kick in your ass. Swift kick in the ass towards action. Because what it feels like is that there was this holding back. Okay, because remember, I was just like, ooh, that connects. This exposed and revealed, and the attachment is giving me that you were highly attached to something that was very clearly not serving you, and in fact, it was like deliberately holding you back from actually feeling fulfilled. I'm going to say emotionally because it is water energy. So it was the actions that you were taking, pile number 4, was putting you in that specific environment to be held back from being emotionally fulfilled. Okay. So, however, the vibe that I was also getting was sort of like with the adjacent possibilities and the 7 of Cups, they're literally the same thing. Similar. It's just, oh, I don't know which one to choose. There's so many options and they all seem so good. And what if I choose one and it's the wrong one, and therefore I should have actually like gone back in time in a time machine and chosen the other one, and all that would really suck if that were to happen. Sort of like that. This is either going to resonate with you or it's not. So pile number 4, if this does not resonate with you, then choose another pile. But that's the vibe that I'm getting. It's sort of just like, what's the English word for goloso? Like somebody's going to respond to me. I don't know. Like selfish? Is that what the word is? Not selfish. Kind of selfish. Stingy? I don't know. I can't find the exact word, but it's just like, I want it all. I don't want to like be told that I can't have this one, because if I choose this one, then that means no to this one, and I don't want the no to this one to be like set in stone, because I want to know that one's potentially that sounds so bad. I don't know what this is for you, and I really hope this is not people, because I'm sort of getting that. I'm getting player vibes. I'm not going to lie. But you know why? Because Page of Wands is here. Player. The OG player. And then we have the Page of Swords. So 2 page energies. But moving into this one energy. Okay, so if... there we go, burping the pizza. If this is some energy that you're coming out of, it's sort of like pushing through. I was going to say immaturities, but then I heard insecurities. So insecurities might be projecting themselves or expressing themselves through you as immaturity, but it's actually just insecurity. Look at me being Dr. Seuss. But that's what it is I feel that insecurities were leading to this sort of like, this was imbalanced, but it's coming into balance. These are important energies when it comes to having confidence and like a strong sense of self-worth and a strong sense of knowing who you are and being stable in that. That is what true security is. It's not just saying like, I love myself and I know I'm good enough. No, like true security is a vibration. And that's what I feel like you're shifting into, is really like moving into a place of like knowing who you are, being comfortable, accepting of that, and having gratitude for that, and knowing that you're deserving of receiving. Sorry, I lost all train of thought there. But you know what I mean, okay? So having that sense of stability and vibrating that out is going to be a strong thing that's going to come into balance. Balanced sense of self, okay? As well as emotional fulfillment is a blessing for you. But I need to get back to how the universe is giving you a swift kick into action. Because this energy of like, well, I don't want to like exclude any of the options that are available to me because I might potentially want to come back to it. That's not gonna fly, okay? I feel, what does it feel like? A window? Is that the word? Like a gap of opportunity of window is going to make itself appear for you, okay? It's not open yet. But with the new moon energy, like it's not there yet, but it's just about to be there, okay? Be on standby, pile number 4. Because it sort of feels like the energy being ripe for the picking. So circumstances or energy sort of aligning themselves in a way that the opportunity for action makes itself available. And it's like a blessing from the universe, because if you go through with taking that window of opportunity, it's going to be successful for you. It's going to bring in a lot of balance for you, but it's also going to be the blessing because it is something that you want. It is something that makes you feel balanced as well, as what I'm getting. It's something that you definitely feel like drawn to pursue with the King of Wands coming out, and I feel like that's going to be your energy. This window of opportunity is going to allow you to shift, have the opportunity, it's not going to force you, but it's kind of like trying to force you, if that makes sense. At the end of the day, free will takes precedence, okay? So the energies align in certain ways in our lives, but it's up to you and your free will decision to seize those opportunities. You are going to be given the opportunity to come out of page energy, this not player. If it's not relationship wise, it's sort of just like the immature approach to something, okay? You're going to have the opportunity to switch out of that energy into a more stable initiative, whatever that is, okay? So taking that opportunity, it will be very successful for you. It will bring in balance, it will bring in stability, it will bring in what you would consider to be a successful outcome. So, and also luck is on your side. Trust your guidance as always, okay? You're gonna know where that ripe opportunity is, and I feel like it's very soon for you. This opportunity is going to come in and allow you to sink or swim, is what I'm hearing. Step it up or don't. I'm curious what that is, but I don't know, right? All right, so let's get some advice. This is a blessing, and I'm sorry, pile number 4, that it came off in this way, because the other ones came off like more like, ooh, a blessing. I just have to sit here and receive it. This one feels like you really have to push through fear, but the blessing will be worth it, okay? What advice do we have for pile number 4? My voice did this ugly little thing. Moon. Take note of intuitive messages. Yeah, that's what I was getting. I feel like you're going to know. You're just going to have a feeling like, I should do it now. Yeah, you're going to have that feeling of when it's time to do it. Whatever doing it is. So that's what I got for you, pile number 4. Okay, it only took how many hours for me to finally get comfortable in front of a camera? I might delete this actually. Anyways, if this did resonate with you, pile number 4, please click subscribe, like, comment, ding. Why can't I remember it when I'm on camera all of a sudden? Do all of the YouTube things. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm very quick at responding, and I'm also very quick at turnover rate when it comes to these readings, okay? So, until we bye again, loves.